Okay, so I've been meaning to make this video for a while, but I've been lazy, and I have a lot to cover, so this is probably going to be long, but I'm going to try and, I don't know, talk really fast and hope I cover everything. So basically, there's this band that I'm sort of in love with, Creeper. They are from Southampton, UK, and in August they officially started this big promo thing that is really fucking cool. I have never seen a band do something like this, and that's what I'm going to be talking about because I'm just so in love with everything that they've done and everything that they've been doing right now. So, after their set at Leeds Festival, I believe that was August 27th is when they played. After their set, some strange shit was happening with the band's Twitter. Pictures of TV static was posted to the account and deleted after a couple minutes. The band denied it was them, claimed they had been hacked. That was kind of it for a little while, but shortly after that, all the band's accounts vanished. Their personal Twitters, Facebook, Instagram, the band's Twitter, everything to do with the band was gone from the internet. So, when their social media was all reactivated, a little shortly after, this was all done within 24 hours. Missing posters for the band popped up on their social media when it was reactivated, saying that the band had disappeared after their performance at the Leeds Festival, and along with these missing posters was a missing poster for a man named James Scythe. The number on the posters is the same number on the band's South Coast Coroners t-shirt, which came with the pre-order for their third EP called The Stranger, which is really good, and if you want to check them out, that EP is amazing. All of their EPs are amazing. So yes, just yes. Originally, when you called the number on the t-shirt, you were greeted with this creepy lullaby type music, and when you hung up, you received a text that just said, "Where is James Scythe?" That was all we had heard at the time. The fan base had no idea what this meant. We were like, what the fuck? So we had nothing else to go off of at that time. Now we had this missing poster. So fans called the number again and were greeted with the same music. However, the text message you received after the call had now changed to a URL for this website, where it's jamesscythe.co.uk. Later on, the message on the phone number changed to, "On the 2nd of October, we'll die holding hands." But the website that was sent in the text message details the disappearance of James Scythe from room 309 at the Dolphin Hotel in Southampton, UK. It has a lot on it: crime scene photos, newspaper articles, and episode 20 of a podcast that was run by James Scythe called The Spectral Skeptic, which I can never fucking say. No matter how many times I've tried to say the name of this fucking podcast, I fuck it up. So, there's other podcast episodes, but they're all reduced to 20, 30 seconds of static. So the only episode that really matters is episode 20. This specific podcast episode focused on this mysterious character called The Stranger and a local gang in Southampton called the Callous Heart, and how they may be connected. So James Scythe was the one to make this connection. There's also a found footage video of the stranger on the site. Also on the Where is James Scythe website is a list of things found in Scythe's room at the Dolphin Hotel, including a paper with the URL strangesouthampton.club, which has more on the folklore of the stranger and the callous heart and other urban legends surrounding Southampton. As far as the stranger goes, he's a tall figure with a kind of skeletal face and wears a cloak. He is normally seen by people during sleep paralysis, and he's normally standing in the corner of the room. The Callous Heart are supposedly immortal. They've been active in Southampton for over 100 years, never aging. So those are the main things that I'll say about the Callous Heart and the stranger, because there's so much to cover. I'm trying to cover like over a month's worth of events here. So beginning of September, like September 5th, like a week after this stuff kind of all popped up, the band posted like a hangman game on their Twitter, I believe. And the caption was, "Soon the search begins." So next day, Creeper released an image of this phone booth with an address. One fan went to the location to find a sticker poster thing. My dog is like banging on the door to my balcony right now, and I have no idea why, so give me a minute. What do you want? No. Mommy's trying to record a video. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway. So, what was I talking about? Okay, right. The phone booth. The sticker on the phone booth. The sticker on the phone booth read, "Madam Darling, find your truth, call now," with a number. Everyone in the Creeper Cult Facebook group phoned the number. Well, not everyone. I was like sitting watching from the sidelines, and there are obviously US fans who were like, "Fuck that, I'm not calling an international number." I was one of them. As much as I was like super invested in watching everything go down, there was no way I was calling any international numbers. So some of the members of the Creeper Cult Facebook group phoned the number, and the message was basically, "I see you walking outside the..." Okay. I suck when like reading out loud, so give me a minute. "I see you walking outside the Southampton Guildhall, making a wish or throwing a penny into the fountain. Before you go, make sure you remember the letter S. It will be important later on." So we've got a letter. It's the letter S. So that fan who found the Madam Darling sticker went to the fountain and found another sticker which had an email address on it that was fountain@whereisjamesscythe.co.uk. So Facebook, the Creeper Cult Facebook group, all email, most of them, a good portion I would say, the ones that were like super invested in this, which was like kind of all of us to a certain extent, emailed the email address, and there was an automated reply stating, to whom it may concern, the Southampton Joiners is in need of your attention. Please arrange to visit at your earliest convenience. Kind regards, U. The letter U. So we've got the letters S and U. So same fan who went to the phone booth in the fountain goes to the Joiners, which I'm assuming is some sort of venue or bar or club or something, but he went there and there was a poster, which I believe had, it had the letter E on it. I believe that's the poster that had the letter E on it, as well as another email address that was store@strangesouthampton.club. So the Facebook group emailed that, and whoever emailed it got a riddle, which was, into the waters I do reach, from my structure surface suffers breach, my royal counterpart crushed communion with flame, so on this day I could offer the end to thine seeking game. Walk to my very end if you are not too weak. Before the water begins, you'll find what you seek. So we're all like in the Facebook group trying to like decode this. After a while, some people said that it was referring to the Royal Pier in Southampton. Apparently there was like a fire there or something at some point in history, but I guess that's a thing. I'm not from Southampton. I've never been to Southampton. I don't fucking know. But apparently there was a fire there, hence my royal counterpart crushed communion with flame. So, yeah. So, next stop, Royal Pier in Southampton. So, same fan who's been doing all of this other shit, going to the phone booth, the fountain, the Joiners, is going to the Royal Pier. And I guess that might be where the letter E was found, and as well as another phone number. When you called that phone number, the voice on that recording says, congratulations, but you've gone too slow whilst the hangman awaits. To crack the last of this case, here's your final clue. Remember Purple's missing letter. So, in the missing posters for the Creeper band members, each had the word purple spelled wrong, basically. It was missing the letter R. So, remember Purple's missing letter. So, we've got... we've got letter S, letter U, letter N was the other letter on the sticker. And then there was the letter E, and then letter R. So we figured out that this was an anagram for something. Some people thought maybe nurse, other people said runes. It turned out to be runes. The band's Twitter tweeted a picture of a message in runes, which, we all got together and started translating. It ended up translating to, you have missed something important. So People were out, you know, doing the scavenger hunt thing again. I believe the fans collected more later on, eventually putting together that the message on the hangman picture was Suzanne, Radio 1 rock show. There was a Susie mentioned on the Madame Darling poster, so we figured out Suzanne. So on September 28th, a picture of a business card was posted to the band's Twitter reading, "Heaven knows hell's gates are near," with a number saying to call at 5 p.m. I'm assuming 5 p.m. UK time. So fans were calling in, got numerous messages, some pre-recorded, some were the band, references to James Scythe, Dolphin Hotel, room 309, and at least one Peter Pan reference confirming the fan theory that this was slightly inspired by Peter Pan. There was actually an entire thread on the Creeper Cult Facebook page about references to Peter Pan throughout this whole thing. But that's a whole, I would probably need an entire other video for that, so I'm not gonna delve too much into that right now. So Finally, October 22nd rolls around. It was yesterday. So on October 2nd. What the fuck? I don't know what day it is, apparently. So, okay. October 2nd rolls around. The band released a new single on the Radio 1 rock show, which is a BBC radio station. For those of you who don't know, the single was titled Suzanne. They also announced a new album titled Eternity in Your Arms. Pre-orders for that are up now. I pre-ordered it off of iTunes, and I pre-ordered the premium bundle thing, the most expensive pre-order bundle, because I have a problem. And yeah. So I'm uber excited for that and all the fucking merch I'm gonna get. The album is supposed to be out, I believe, March 24th. And I'm super excited. This is their first full-length album. They already have 3 EPs out. But anyway, after the single aired on Radio 1 rock show, the band posted a video showing graffiti that said "The stranger is always watching," a clip of their singer, and just Monday, 10 a.m., which was today. And yeah, the music video for Suzanne is out. The pre-orders for the album are up. I bought the single off of iTunes. The music video is a pretty friggin' awesome. Kind of found footagey. I'll put a link to it, I guess. So yeah, that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it was going to cover everything, but yeah, I just wanted to make a video about this because I freaking love this shit so much. This was such a cool thing for a band to do. I haven't seen a band do anything quite like this with, the scavenger hunt and everything, and it was a really cool way to, get fans to interact with each other, to, figure out all these puzzles, and, the riddles and everything. It's just so cool. I'm so happy that I got to I didn't really participate in a lot of it, But it was cool to see this mystery unfold. We still don't know what the fuck happened to James Scythe. I kind of like the idea of it being like an unsolved mystery, but I also feel like that doesn't really make sense after what the band has put their fan base through. Like, don't frickin' send your fans out on a goddamn scavenger hunt and then not tell us the answer to the mystery. But I do kind of, I'm a sucker for those like unsolved mysteries. So yeah. I just really love this. I just really freaking love this. I think it's a really cool way for the band to like kind of get their fans more involved in something and get the fans to interact with each other, because like there was no way that one fan could have figured all this shit out alone. There's no way in hell. Like, they had to like interact and talk to each other and figure out the riddles like together and figure out everything together. It was really cool. I probably missed like some like key points in this, but this is the overall thing. So to sum everything up, I believe the band is no longer missing anymore. Still don't know what happened to James Scythe. Part of me kind of hopes that will be like concluded in the album. It is supposed to be a concept album about this whole thing. And the EPs all have to do with this story. All the songs have to do with this story, I believe. Yeah, I probably missed some like key points in this whole thing, but I would be sitting here talking for hours if I gave you like a detailed, like a detailed retelling of everything that's gone on since like the end of August. But this has definitely been something that the band has been planning for a while. They've kind of mentioned some stuff in like interviews, I think. Obviously the phone number on the South Coast Coroner's shirt. Yeah, a lot went into this whole deal. And obviously the fans had like so much fun with this. I don't think it's quite over yet. I think that there is definitely more to come. I think they kind of have to almost to kind of keep us interested until the release of the album. But yeah, we still aren't quite sure what happened to James Scythe. And I kind of like that. So, yeah. I'm gonna put, like, the links to, like, the band's social media and the links that I've talked about in this vlog. Yeah, this is, like, my first time vlogging. Believe it or not, it's very hard to, like, talk in front of a camera, so I hope this wasn't, like, too awful. I don't know if I'm gonna be vlogging regularly about, like, music-related shit or not. I'd kinda like to, but also this was very nerve-wracking, so I don't think I'm gonna make this a thing, but I might. So yeah, that's it. How do you end a fucking vlog? This is so hard. Bye.